Hi there, I'm Carrie Collette, Development Officer at the J and Susie Gogue Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. If you've seen a performance at the Walter Stanley and Virginia Catherine Evans Waltos Theater, you know there isn't a bad seat in the house. But we like to think the very best seat is the one with your name on it. With an investment of $2,000, you can add your name to a seat right here in the beautiful Waltos Theater. Your customized seat plaque will forever connect you to this landmark venue and serve as a lasting testament to your support for the arts at Auburn. And if you're looking for a great holiday gift this season, seats can be inscribed to honor friends and family members, to memorialize loved ones, or to celebrate Auburn alumni, graduates, and fellow classmates. Ready to name a seat and leave a legacy? Visit our website today at gougecenter.auburn.edu. You can also visit aub.ie/GPAC seat. That's aub.ie/GPAC seat.
Hi, I'm Mindy Street, Director of Development at the J and Susie Gogue Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. This fall, the Gogue Center launched its Intermission Fund, a new campaign to help support our innovative virtual programs and online engagement opportunities. Many of these programs, like our K-12 virtual school performances, our Talk Back Thursday conversation series, and GPAC Live, were created especially for you to keep you connected to the Gogue Center and to the performing arts during these unprecedented times. By giving to the Intermission Fund, you can have a direct and meaningful impact on these programs and help continue our mission to celebrate and share the performing arts with audiences until we're able to reunite here at the Gogue Center. To make your gift to the Intermission Fund, visit our website at gougecenter.auburn.edu. You can also visit aub.ie/intermission. That's aub.ie/intermission. On behalf of everyone at the Gogue Center, I'd like to thank you for watching and for your continued support for the arts at Auburn.
Good evening and welcome to the J and Susie Gogue Performing Arts Center. I'm Christina Gaines, Campus and Community Programs Manager here at the Gogue Center, and I'm joined tonight by Dr. Rick Good, Chair of the Department of Music and Director of Bands at Auburn University. Rick, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you. So we're very excited about tonight's program. This is the first performance of 2021, but the second faculty showcase is part of our GPAC Live Department of Music series. And for our audience members who don't know, we actually started this series in fall 2020 and have featured several students and faculty members on the series. And we're very excited to continue that this spring. Rick, would you mind telling the audience what's so special about performing at the Gogue Center for students and faculty?
Well, this is incredible to have a world-class facility right here on our campus, on the beautiful campus of Auburn University, and our faculty and our students love the opportunity to come over here and perform, and want to thank you so much for inviting us.
Absolutely. We are thrilled to have you here. So before I turn the evening over to you, I understand that the Department of Music has a new recruitment video that you would like to share.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, let's take a look.
first performer tonight is our oboe instructor, Dr. Kathleen Carter-Bell. She will be accompanied by Dr. B-Law, and she'll be performing Incantation and Dance by William Grant Still. Great performance there by our oboe instructor. Once again, Dr. Kathleen Carter-Bell and Dr. B-Law accompany us. Now I'm joined on stage by our trumpet professor. Dr. Mark Gogue is in his 11th year at Auburn. His main teaching duties are teaching our trumpet majors. He also serves as our brass area coordinator. Mark, we tell the people what that means, what the brass area is at home?
Yeah, so thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here to speak on behalf of the brass faculty. We have 5 brass faculty in our Department of Music. In addition to myself, Dr. Michael Covington is also a trumpet professor here that works with our trumpet students and teaches the trumpet ensemble in a core fine arts class on campus. Interesting about Michael is he actually did his undergraduate here under me many, many years ago, and he's come full circle and is now teaching by my side, working with our students here. So that's pretty exciting to have him here. This past summer, he spearheaded a pretty awesome project that featured 8 exceptional trumpet alumni and recorded my arrangement of Dvorak's Carnival Overture. And it was released last week on social media, and I couldn't be more proud of their time, effort, and talent that they did to put that project together. So thank you to Michael, and kudos to the alumni and everybody involved in that project. In addition, we also have Dr. Bill Schaefer, who is our horn professor. He's been here the longest of all of the brass faculty, our senior faculty, and he teaches horn and horn ensemble and also our theory courses on campus. And when he's not teaching on campus, he's performing in numerous orchestras across the Southeast. And we have Dr. Matthew Wood, who is our trombone professor, and he teaches trombone and bass trombone students as well as the trombone choir and also our music history sequence for our music majors. And he performs regularly recitals across the country at different universities, and he's also well adept in both classical and jazz, which I think is a huge benefit to our students here on campus. And then lastly, we have Professor Stephen Kunzer, who is our lecturer of tuba and euphonium. He's been here for several years now, and he is an Eastman performing artist and works with our tuba euphonium students, coaches our tuba euphonium ensemble, and he also teaches core fine arts classes on campus. The brass area has a couple of events coming up that are, I thought, worth mentioning. We have a AU Brass Solo Clinic Day happening in March that is a virtual event open to any high school students that are interested in improving their skill set to perform solos. Young students often perform in ensembles a great deal, but don't have the opportunity to do solo work. So this day is a free event for any high school student interested in improving their craft on their instrument. We also have a low brass camp happening in July that will be taught by Dr. Wood and Dr. Kunzer, who will be providing lectures, master classes, warm-up sessions, as well as recitals and chamber music for this multi-day event in July. So all of those events can be found on our website and on social media. And thanks again to everybody for doing all those things.
Great, thanks, Mark. Would you please introduce our next faculty performer?
Yes, the next performance will be Professor Stephen Kunzer, our tuba professor, who will be playing Concertant Allegro by Alexei Lebedev.
Great performance by our professor of tuba and euphonium, Mr. Stephen Kunzer. Now I'm joined on stage, coincidentally, this young lady's last name is Kunzer. So luckily, about 3 years ago, we were very fortunate to hire Dr. Virginia Jenny Broffitt Kunzer and also her husband. And it's been about 3 years. Jenny's main teaching duty is in our flute studio. And she teaches a couple other courses in the department. And right now she's representing the Woodwind area. And can tell the people at home a little bit about the Woodwind area, Jenny.
Absolutely. Well, for myself, in addition to teaching the flute students here, I also perform regularly as principal flute in the Symphony of Northwest Arkansas. And I'm also an active chamber musician. My chamber trio, the Pangea Chamber Players, which is a flute, cello, piano trio, recently released a CD of American chamber music. It came out last week on the Navona Records label. Our clarinet professor is Dr. David Odom, and he is also our Woodwind area head. In addition to teaching here, he performs regularly with the Atlanta Opera Orchestra as their principal clarinetist, and also he's the principal clarinetist of the Columbus Symphony Orchestra. If you're interested in hearing some of him performing, he also has a solo CD available on the Albany Records label. Dr. Michael Pendowski is our saxophone professor and also the director of our jazz program here, very active in both the classical and jazz realm. And he also released recently a solo CD that you can check out also on the Albany Records label. For our double reed professors, we're very lucky to have two fairly new double reed professors. You heard at the top of the program Dr. Kathleen Carter-Bell, our oboe professor, and she's recently joining us from Indiana University and is very active in the oboe world, and we're very lucky to have her here. And also Dr. Connor Bell, our bassoon professor. He also serves as principal bassoonist in the Owensboro Symphony Orchestra, also recently joining us from Indiana University. Our two double reed professors and I have recently formed a woodwind trio, the Alicio Winds. And we have a project we're excited about coming up. We've commissioned 5 new pieces, all based on Alabama-inspired themes. So we're looking forward to premiering that later this spring.
Yes, and you got a couple grants for that.
Yes, we received an Alabama State Council on the Arts grant to help fund
That's awesome.
the project.
Obviously, recruiting is essential for our department. What is the Woodwind area doing for that?
Well, coming up this semester, we'll all be teaching classes for Auburn's virtual honor band coming up on February 12th. So if you have not taken a look at that and you're interested, be sure to check that out. We are also planning a virtual Woodwind Day on April 10th. We were very excited to host a virtual Woodwind Day last fall, and we had participants from all over the country, so it was very exciting, had a lot of great feedback and the opportunity to work with excellent students. So we're excited to offer that opportunity again this semester. So if you're a woodwind player, parent, teacher, be sure to keep an eye on our music department website and social media for more information.
No, we're so fortunate to have you and all the Woodwind faculty. Jenny, would you please introduce our next performance tonight?
Absolutely. So coming up, we have Dr. Connor Bell, our bassoon professor, playing Nigun.
Thank you to our bassoon instructor, Dr. Connor Bell. A couple of years ago, we were very fortunate to get the blessing from our College of Liberal Arts Dean, Joe Astrup, to hire 2 full-time collaborative pianists. And tonight we are privileged to feature one of them on the program, Dr. Min-Jung So, along with a special guest. Music department is proud to have a professional collaborative pianist team to fulfill the needs of our performance. Min-Jung, could you tell the audience what a collaborative pianist does?
As a collaborative pianist, we work with the students for their recitals, auditions, competitions, and ensemble performances. We are not only serving the accompaniment, but we are interacting with the students and help them to understand their music better and experience the joy of collaboration. If you come to the music department at Auburn University, you will have many opportunities to work with professional collaborative pianists throughout your music courses.
Thank you so much. Min-Jung, can you tell me about the composer and the composition you're going to perform tonight, and also your guest tonight that is performing with you, and the concept where it came from including a ballerina?
The composer, Dr. Lee-Don Oh, is a native of South Korea, and she is an avid composer and a professor at Hosa University in South Korea. She used to play keyboard at the ballet classes when she was a student, and she got inspired to compose her own work to play at the gig. And later she added coda movement and completed work for the stage presentation. And tonight, my partner, Evelyn Cherry, she is an Auburn High School student, but she's a very multi-talented person. She has been dancing for 11 years and taking voice lessons. And in this project, there is not many detailed instruction to the dancers, so Evelyn had to come up with her own creativity, and then she choreographed by the pace of rhythm and music to collaborate. So it has 7 movements and a coda, and each movement has the titles by the ballet bar practice. So if you see the Evelyn's leg movement, you will see the ballet warm-up practices. So also the composer intended to use the piano as a bar. So she will start with the holding the area.
Wow, that's great information, and look forward to the performance. Dr. So, can you please introduce the next selection?
The collaboration between music, dance, art, and opera, play, and media has been a trend. I think this work is the great examples to show the equal partnership between music and dance. And I am very excited to present a La Bar avec Coda for piano and dance. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Once again, that was our collaborative pianist, Dr. Minjung So, joined by guest Evelyn Cherry. To conclude our performance tonight, the music department at Auburn University is fortunate to have a husband and wife team leading our vocal and choral area. Dr. Rosephanie Powell and Dr. William Powell are both full professors in our department. Rosephanie is our vocal area coordinator, where she teaches applied voice, directs the women's chorus, and co-directs the gospel choir and concert choir, along with her husband, William. William is our director of choral activities. Besides co-directing the gospel choir and concert choir, he directs the chamber choir, men's chorus, conductor's chorus, and oversees the other choral groups in the choral area. In addition, Rosephanie has been a Charles W. Barkley Endowed Professor since 2015, and William was just awarded this distinction last semester. It goes without saying the music department is very proud and honored to have two of the Charles W. Barkley professorships in our building. Rosephanie, please tell me about the vocal degrees offered.
Presently, we have 3 degrees. We have the Bachelor of Music degree in Vocal Performance, Classical Study, and we also have the BA degree and as well the Bachelor of Music in Education. And we're really excited about the students that we have participating in these programs, and we're really excited that in spite of COVID-19, we actually have a bumper crop, as it is said, as it relates to the number of students that we have applying and auditioning for our program. So we're really excited about the faculty that we have in this area, in addition to how our programs are developing. I'm so excited to say that we have a new degree that should be coming forth this fall 2021, and that is the Bachelor of Music degree, Commercial Music in Voice. And we're so excited about this degree because there are so many students that are interested in the music business. And in addition to focusing on healthy singing for popular singers, this degree will also concentrate on music business, copywriting, songwriting, recording, how to work in the recording studio, in addition to performing in a band or developing a band on your own. As well, we know that the world of music is so diverse, and so these students would also gain many skills in developing their own brand, marketing themselves on YouTube and Facebook, other social media. So we're so excited about this program, and we're excited about a new professor that we have, Dr. Jilla Webb, who will be leading this new program. So we're so excited, and we have a number of the prospective students who are interested in applying for that program.
That's fantastic news. William, besides the choirs you conduct, what other vocal groups do we have? How many students total in our choirs, and how majors and non-majors can participate?
Sure. Well, first, I'd like to address the opera workshop, and that is an ensemble. Actually, it's more of a group that is comprised of students, mostly music majors, and that group averages somewhere between 10, 15, 20, and they put on opera scenes as well as perform operatic arias, solo arias, duets, trios, quartets, but all of the persons that are in the group for that semester will perform a number of opera choruses, which is a really wonderful experience. They also get to do performances in costume with staging and scenery and all of that. So it's a really wonderful experience. It's led by Professor Dwight Coleman, who is nationally renowned as an opera director, a performer, and a vocal pedagogue. So that's the opera workshop. We also have the AU Singers, the Auburn University Singers, which is our show choir. And that group is probably it's one of our longest traditions. It's been around for almost 50 years. And that group was started by a retired professor, Professor Emeritus Dr. Tom Smith, and is currently being led by Dr. Dale Farmer, who was actually a charter member of the original AU Singers. So we're very pleased to have Dr. Farmer leading the group and keeping the tradition alive.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, indeed. And finally, I'm very pleased to piggyback on what Persephone was discussing as it relates to Jilla Webb, and that is our Sonic Nation. That is the newest, as of this academic year, Sonic Nation is our newest ensemble that is comprised of vocalists and instrumentalists, and it's led by not only Jilla Webb, but also Patrick Bruce. And so these students, they did a wonderful performance in this very space last semester, the very first one, and it was absolutely wonderful. And we have a lot of hope for how that group is going to continue to develop. And we're just very pleased to have of each of these ensembles.
Yes. Right, Patrick Bruce is our guitar instructor as well. Persephone, I noticed you composed our final selections on the program tonight. Can you give us a little background on how you came to compose these songs as we conclude our program?
Well, as we are here with our masks, COVID-19 had a major impact on me as a composer, and so often composers, we express what we have to say through our music. And so during, COVID-19, just being still, we weren't able to meet on the campus, and for a while everything was shut down, and we were just isolated. Well, that led me to thinking about a number of African American spirituals that I have either arranged chorally or have sung growing up. And as I was sitting and thinking about all of the people who were struggling with this plague, pandemic, and just the number of relatives and friends I know who passed away, and hearing about how difficult their struggle was, and alone in a hospital as they were dying. And an African-American spiritual came to mind, and that spiritual was, I want to die easy when I die. And so I started thinking about a number of these songs that I thought related to the pandemic. And so I named this particular work of 4 songs, Then, Here, and Now. And these songs express that these African-American spirituals, which go way back to slavery, they still have relevance now. So I went and composed original art songs, and one I've called Dying. And it had such an impact upon me because as I thought about that spiritual as relatives were dying, it struck me on the day that I watched George Floyd die, what a hard death that was. And I remember watching him cry out, "Mama, Mama." And as I wept and watched that particular video, this song, that spiritual came back to my mind. And at that point, I decided not to do an arrangement of the spiritual, but to compose an original work based on the text from that particular spiritual. And so I only do a piece of the, only portions of the text of that spiritual. And the one I wanted to make sure I put in there was, it speaks of how when I take wings to fly in my death, tell my mother not to cry. Because I can only imagine, I'm getting emotional thinking about it, his mother having to watch that video. So that's the first song, and it's called Dying. And then the second song is a setting of a text by Langston Hughes, the Harlem Renaissance African-American composer. And this song is really an encouragement to everybody who feels like their dreams have been stifled because of COVID-19. And this song says, hold fast to dreams, because when dreams die, life is like a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, because when dreams go, life is like a barren field frozen with snow. And those are the 2 songs that we will be hearing now.
Thank you. Enjoy. That was Dr. Rosephanie Powell, accompanied by her husband, Dr. William Powell.
What an absolutely fantastic evening of performances. We cannot thank you enough for joining us and for the outstanding and highly talented faculty that were on the program tonight.
I got a big smile, I just can't see it.
Me too,
Ear to ear.
me too.
So yeah, it is amazing. We have the world-class facilities, and we really do have world-class faculty as featured tonight and last fall. And there's
Absolutely.
more that haven't performed, and we once again, thank you to our Dean, Joseph Astrup, for leading us and letting the music program expand, and we have all these great initiatives, and thank you for hosting us.
Wonderful, you're most welcome. So I'd like to remind everyone that the GPAC Live Department of Music series will continue this spring. Please be on the lookout for dates to upcoming performances from students and faculty on our website at gougecenter.auburn.edu and on our Facebook page. Thank you again for joining us and have a wonderful evening.
Hi there, I'm Carrie Collette, Development Officer at the Jane Susie Gogue Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. If you've seen a performance at the Walter Stanley and Virginia Catherine Evans Waltos Theater, you know there isn't a bad seat in the house. But we like to think the very best seat is the one with your name on it. With an investment of $2,000, you can add your name to a seat right here in the beautiful Waltos Theater. Your customized seat plaque will forever connect you to this landmark venue and serve as a lasting testament to your support for the arts at Auburn. And if you're looking for a great holiday gift this season, Seats can be inscribed to honor friends and family members, to memorialize loved ones, or to celebrate Auburn alumni, graduates, and fellow classmates. Ready to name a seat and leave a legacy? Visit our website today at gougecenter.auburn.edu. You can also visit aub.ie/GPAC seat. That's aub.ie/GPAC seat.
Hi, I'm Mindy Street, Director of Development at the J and Susie Gogue Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. This fall, the Gogue Center launched its Intermission Fund, a new campaign to help support our innovative virtual programs and online engagement opportunities. Many of these programs, like our K-12 virtual school performances, our Talk Back Thursday conversation series, and GPAC Live, were created especially for you to keep you connected to the Gogue Center and to the performing arts during these unprecedented times. By giving to the Intermission Fund, you can have a direct and meaningful impact on these programs and help continue our mission to celebrate and share the performing arts with audiences until we're able to reunite here at the Gogue Center. To make your gift to the Intermission Fund, visit our website at gougecenter.auburn.edu. You can also visit aub.ie/intermission. That's aub.ie/intermission. On behalf of everyone at the Gogue Center, I'd like to thank you for watching and for your continued support for the arts at Auburn.